I got the devil in my eye. I'm doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
They're on 15-yard line.
Let's go.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Here's a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Edwards. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Ravens at 7-9 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Wait for this.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott.
Missed.
This will not go down. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 21 yards on a 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Highsmith. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They go play action now. Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
At their own 24-yard line.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 24. They'll start the drive with Harris. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 9. They pitch it to Harris. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Well, look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Pickett. He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
That's the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is what works for the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here comes third and about a foot. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Yeah, Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got a 1st and 10 at their own 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find...
They got his man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
On second down, Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Draw play, Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Jackson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. Jackson, draw play. And cooked up. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope every... through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
This 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were. And you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running left, it's Warren. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's 3rd and 6. Pickett again. This time he looks to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Pickett. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now 2nd and 5. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Steelers add 6 to their lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Ravens 3.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Third and 3. Now it's Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It was a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 10.
Come on, guys, dig deep.
Get out of here with the win, no? No, we changed it.
Running up the gut.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Tucker's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
They're on 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Harris running straight ahead. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. They'll run again with Harris. Powers through. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll be taken makes it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. A handoff for Warren. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They hand this off to Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They go play action with Jackson. He completes it to Beckham. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he fires one incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside give to Elliott. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Now a 2nd and 6. Jackson now. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. T.J. Watt drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Escapes the defender. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down at 7. From the gun, here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause from the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Get in the end zone, fellas.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Don't let us down.
Play action. Now Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Tenth carry now for Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Are you kidding me?
This offense so far on 3rd down, well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's get in that end zone.
Now it's Jackson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll get it down this time to 17. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown! Mark Andrews from 17 yards out. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Pickett now from the gun here. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Pickett. And the throw there going to be incomplete. A critical play in this football game is if they pick up the first one, that clock keeps running.
It has been a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Take it to the house. Go, take it to the house.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Second and 5. Now it's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Pickett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Pickett back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because the field goal keeps keeps it a one-score game. What do you think?
Looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews.
Complete to Mark Andrews. It's a gain of 7.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's second down. They go play action now. Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. T.J. Watt in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Jackson. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
On third down, here's Harris. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Steelers, they do finish things out with a victory here in Week 18, but the victories were few and far between as they'll end the year at 5-12.
And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Baltimore,
it'll be double digits in losses as they fall to 7-10 for their final mark.
And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin.